So welcome now to our Polo Line viewers for the final day of the Gold Cup 2025. And we're starting off with the Bentley Cup between Wolves and Bangash. And following that, for the Gold Cup itself, it will be 5 times winner UAE against the newcomers Chihingiri. And we can see on screen there for our Polo Line viewers the flag parade coming forward, of course, being led out here with the flag of the United Arab Emirates and Al Habtoor Polo Resort and Club and the Gold Cup series. And then some national flags there. We also have the Argentine flag, just missing the Pakistan flag, and also a couple of others. But we have our sponsors' flags there, of course, Bentley's, Accenture Events, J&I, Diamond Lease, and Salmon Structural Engineering. We're very fortunate again this year to have as our official apparel sponsor, US Polo ASSN. And now they're in front of the party at the Polo. And we'll move forward up through the middle of the field here now. And of course, representing IFSA, we're very grateful for indeed here at Al Habtoor for their support during the season, and those who are fortunate enough to be at Polo at the party, synonymous here at Al Habtoor. We'd also like to thank, of course, all our gift partners, which is Al Habtoor Polo Club, Al Habtoor Resort, Al Habtoor Grand, La Pearl, V Hotel, J&I, US Polo ASSN, Il Pastaio, and I hope you're having a wonderful lunch over on the picnic area side there in Il Pastaio. Richmond Properties, Mumuso, Deonica, Grandiose, Ring Arabia, Colour and Aroma, Queen's Medical, Saracen Skincare, Wasim Sudun, Polly's Hair Extensions, Hobbs Clinic, and Bird Collective. So we have great support from our local sponsors as well, and our gift prizes, which we're most grateful for, because without those it would be very difficult to have these main events held such as this, and prestigious events such as this here at Al Habtoor Polo Resort and Club. And now they're going up in front and turning to the right away from the Gold Lounge, which is where most will be descending upon later. And I'd just like to tell everybody and remind everybody, of course, we do have a fashion show over in the Gold Lounge just after 3 o'clock. And the police marching band will be here to play the national anthem before the main final of the Gold Cup. At the half-time of the Gold Cup itself, we will, of course, have Find the Gold Coins. And after the trophy ceremony, there will be the Gold Cup after party, where we'll be also having an LED and laser show, a drone show, and finally, we'll be having a fireworks show at 8 o'clock this evening. But of course, between the games, we'll also have some cheerleader show and a fan show as well. And that is at the half-time of the first match, and also again during the finals as well. So we can see there on the field we have Felix Hussein just having a quick chat with one of the umpires out there this afternoon for this first match. And you can see on the far side of the field we have the Gold Lounge, the Pastaio, and the Garden as well. So for our teams here playing this afternoon, for Dubai Wolves, it will be Habtoor Habtoor playing on 1 goal. And he will be starting this match off on a little horse by the name of Ruben. At number 2 will be Benja Pinello. Benja Pinello will be starting off on the Silver Cup champion pony, which was Evangelista. At number 3 will be Felix Hussein, who will be starting off on Simpatica. And at the back door, it will be, of course, the ever-solid, safe Santiago Laborde on Naftalina. And for Bangash, playing at number 1, it is himself, the one and only Bangash, starting off on Marlow. At number 2, Ferivon Potovsky, El Poto, starting off on Alaja. At 3 will be Hinero Ringa, starting off on Debiana. And, of course, Tomasito Fernandez Llorente will be starting off on Triple X. We might actually have a few of the horses, of course, change straight after the presentation of the two teams, because they like to have a nice quiet pony for this to begin with, of course. Some could be a little bit bright, a bit brightly here. And of course, this being the Bentley Cup final, there will be some nerves out there on the field. It might be a bit tight to begin with at the beginning of this match. And just like to remind everybody, if you happen to be tuned in to our social media, be it at Polo Line, OK on Instagram, Facebook, Polo Line Int, and of course YouTube at Polo Line TV. And more importantly, if you haven't done so already, tune in or download the app for Polo Line TV to keep you up to date with polo throughout the world, of previous matches, current events, and also future schedules on there as well, with some great interviews too. In addition to that, of course, please tune in on social media to stay tuned with all the thrilling matches and exciting competitions. Follow us on Instagram at DXB Polo Gold Cup Series and at Habtoor Polo Club to catch the action, check out the main schedule, and seize a chance to win some fabulous prizes. And just on screen you got Hinero Ringa, an absolute terrier on the polo field for our Polo Line viewers. There's Haida just saying hello to Benka. So also, if you're on Facebook or watching via Facebook, drop us a message and please tell us where you're tuning in from. And a very good evening there to Rachel Morley out there in WA, Australia. I'm sure we'll be tuning in, which is great to have you supporting Polo Line and all the polo here at Al Habtoor. And there you see on screen some of the gazebos starting to fill up. A few still looking a little bit empty, but I'm sure they'll be getting filled momentarily because they are all sold out. And why wouldn't you? A wonderful opportunity to spend the afternoon on a wonderful winter's, almost spring day. So two teams milling are looking like we're starting to get lined up here now with the umpires out on the field. Will be Peter Wright, Chief Umpire of the HPA, Hurling and Polo Association, and Howard Smith, Chief Umpire at Guards Polo Club, with the third man being Matthias Paveni for this first game. And so we have a view there, of course. Bangash is by Dobson Horrell, supported by them. Suppliers of Dobson Horrell feeds here into the UAE. And back to the middle here. We've just got a slight pause here, then we'll get the presentation underway. Mohammed said, right, let's get going. God, you're a stupid cow, you just don't listen. So, ladies and gentlemen, we now have our two teams lining up. For our team presentation, and first of all, if we can present our guests, being Bangash. So playing at number 1 for Bangash Dobson Horrell is Hyder Bangash. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, don't be shy. And of course, playing at number 2, it is the one and only El Porto, Ferry von Petowski. And at number 3, it is the great find here for this team this year, Genero Ringa. And at the back door, with them last year as well, it is the one and only, the formidable Tomasito Fernandez Llorente. And in the green shirts here now, for Habtoor, we have for Wolves, it is Habtoor Al Habtoor. Playing at number 2, it is the man himself, Ben Capinello. And at 3, his great teammate from last year as well, it is the one and only Felix Hussein. And at 4, the stalwart, the captain of the team, the ever solid, ever steady, the man himself, Santiago Laborde. So 2 teams go out over to the far side of the field. For the ball to be thrown in to get this, the Bentley Cup final, underway. 5 chukkers of polo, 20-goal polo it is, and it looks like the 2 teams are just starting to line themselves up. All right, just having a quick little chat with them there, and it's got the white shirts of Bangash going from right to left towards the villas, and Habtoor going towards the scoreboard in their green shirts. A little bit of barge at the back of the line out there. They'll look for a little bit of a gap. And there it is. The ball. We're underway here in the Bentley Cup 25. Coming off with it first is Laborde. Underneath the neck, he goes with that one there. Looking to fizz it up now for Felix Hussein. Felix checks up, looks for the big one. Unfortunately, left that one behind, trying to get onto his banker. But the backhand comes in there by Tomasito when he get a whistle on the play. So maybe he's just encroaching that line a little bit there for the umpires. Let's have a quick little look from our replay on Polo line. Felix should have that behind, and Benker looks like he got himself more established onto that line. And so we'll have our first penalty of the match from the penalty 3 spot, a 40-yard penalty in favour of the Wolves. So it's always a good idea, ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching, it's not a bad idea to just tune in to Polo Line as well, because you end up getting, even though live here, you end up getting all the replays and the stats and everything else which we are given by Polo Line. So Ben Capinello to circle round up onto the play here now. Benka. Pony checks, he drives that one well, the flags aloft, and there it is, the first blood, the first score of the Bentley Cup 2025 goes to the Wolves via a penalty from Benka Pinello. See it on the replay, just coming up to this one, nicely does Benka. That's how you take a penalty. So back in the middle field, changing ends here now. Ball into play. Back in the line out, trying to get hold of that one there is Ringa. Ringa there with Laborde. Flicks it underneath him, so he's just going to have to yield off him. Comes off the pony, so he'll have to go back and pick it up once more. In fact, no, it's actually Podolski. I do apologise. Podolski on Alaka drives that one straight up the front door here now, looking for Ringa. But going back, watching the man, controlling the play, is going to be Felix. Felix doesn't play the backhand. He takes it deeper down his own territory. Reckons he can check up, turn, try and come back inside. But Ringa's persistent, goes in there and pushes in onto that play. But it looks like it's going to be flicked forward there by Pinello, but it is going to be Fernandez Llorente to come forward up onto this one here now. Oh, very clever play there by Thomas Fernandez Llorente. This is where it's not just about the horsepower, it's between your ears as well. And we can see on the replay that he took possession of the ball and got away there and just pushed that one in towards Felix. And Felix just found himself parked over the top of the ball. So we have a penalty too this time, a 30-yard penalty, but in favour of Bangash. Comes up to Tomasito and puts that one away well, levelling up the scores here in Chukker number 1. With just a couple of minutes played. So back to the middle of the field once more. Comes forward a little bit more of a rhythm. So two teams back to the middle of the field once again. In the line out the back of the line out, nice and clean. First onto it, Laborde. Laborde picks this one up, leaves it now for Pinello. Pinello drives that one up forward, looking there this time for Felix or Habtoor, but first onto it, looks like it's going to be Ringa. Plays a good strong backhand out towards the picnic area side for Fede to pick up. Gets attacked in his play, but keeps possession of the ball well there. Does Podolski. Podolski comes forward once more. Podolski up on the play, yields off, takes the man, leaves it there unselfishly for Tomasito. He whips round, comes round the back to give the support, forms up the train. Checks the middle, goes towards the middle of the field and then goes left, but he tries to get that one across there to Tomasito. He just pulls that ball back nicely and goes with the driving shot from a distance. He just got half a look at the goal, and unfortunately it just goes wide to the right-hand side. And so the ball will be placed on the back line here now. For Santi Laborde to bring into play. Santi under the neck. There for Pinello. Pinello coming up to him, though, is Tomasito. Looks to get past him. Can't do so. They're both off out of that play. And the man who comes up with the spoils, and he thought he had done was Fede, but Tomasito's quickly back onto it here now. Tomasito Fernandez Llorente trying to get in closer towards goal to make a shot, but he's just been a little bit impeded in his way there by Laborde. In comes Habtoor. Takes a driving shot in towards the goal, but it looks like it's gone wide again. And the helmet goes into his hand there. We can see on the replay as the umpires just call for a free change. With the ball just going wide. So we'll have a minute break whilst the players quickly go and change. And then it'll be once again Santiago Laborde for Dubai Wolves to bring it into play. So two teams quickly changed up here. We start off with the horseless, but they do tend to change as it goes on, with Habtoor to get onto Wana. Benka onto Canasta. As Angelista will be coming back again later. Felix onto Mentezera. Santi onto Fiasco. Haida on Coquetero. Fede onto Rockstar. Genero looking to get onto Cambio. And Tomasito looking to get onto Not yet. So thank you very much to the team managers for supplying me with these lists, because the horses need all the recognition. So it is now going to be Santi, brings it in, cuts it the other way this time, looking for Felix. Coming up to him, though, is Potowski. Potowski, he turns away there from Potowski and faces back up forward once more. Going up forward there is Laborde. Tries to go under the neck and fish out to Laborde, but reading it well and slipping onto it there will be Pinello. Pinello takes it forward. In comes Potowski to put the pressure on him. Straightens himself back up onto it once more. Plays a little cut shot back in towards the middle of the field. Look at the pony there of Laborde. Quickly back onto that play, and he tries to loft that one up forward, but only goes as far there as Tomasito. But he gets a good backhand and unleashes Genero Ringa. Ringa up to the halfway line here now. What's he got? As you see Laborde coming down the middle of the field, shortening the angle. Genero goes with a big shot. No, he's got a little bit straight with that one there, and it could well beat him out over the back line. And unfortunately for him it did. He was looking for that shot because he realised Laborde was coming to him and cutting down the angle, but just unfortunately got a little bit too straight on it. And out over the back line it goes. So it'll be Laborde to bring it back in once again here now. 4 by Wolves. Laborde goes under the neck with that one there. Hits his own man. It ricochets off. It looks like Genero's going to come in onto that one there and pick this one up. Gets onto it. No, does Pinello. Pinello back onto the play once again, but made a bit of a haulix to that one there, but it's actually picked up here there by Laborde. Laborde drives this one out towards the middle of the field. It looks like it's going to be the near side backhand, trying to get underneath the tail, trying to do the Bangash hit there, did Potowski, but it falls here now for Pinello. Pinello comes up forward. Pinello on the move on Ganashta. He's got Santi gone up forward, and he tries to flick that one forward, but it just doesn't quite get to where he wants it to, but in comes the spoiling backhand there of Potowski, now picked up here by Tomasito. One turn and then a big hit up the field, but first back onto this one here is going to be Felix. Felix just checks up the play. Here's the tail call, but the man at the end of this one there, juggling the ball at the end of his mallet, is going to be Tomasito. Habtoor trying to get in contention and trying to get the hook, but the mallet, they get sent up forward here this time, but Hyder looking to come onto it, can't come in there. Can. Oh, and a lovely shot there by Hyder. Can Genero get to it? No, if Felix gets to that one there. Plays a good backhand. See Tomasito's whipping onto that line well. Checks. Comes back. Faces up towards the goal once more. He's got Laborde in front of him. Comes to the side. Maybe looking for someone to come in behind, but instead he goes with a long shot. Gets cut out of the play there by Pinello. And now left here for his back. Trying to get onto that one there is Tomasito as he comes crashing into it. And possibly the line had changed. And let's see what we see on our replay and what the umpires decide. And you can see on the replay that Felix had clearly got himself in control of that one there and changed the line before Tomasito appeared on the scene. And so we'll be moving this one forward. A foul, of course. A penalty will be given in a position they would have been if they had not been fouled. And therefore facing up the field. We move up to the next available penalty spot, which is a 5B from the midfield. For Santiago Laborde to bring into play here now. Santi taps this one up forward. Goes with a long shot. Oops, he's off again, off his own man once more. And this time, there must be a bit of a word going on between those two. Or there will be in a minute. But it's Genero to pick it up and turn it back round here once more. Now he yields off it. Leaves it for Potowski. Potowski goes out the other side. Fizzes that one out there now for Genero. You see you've got Tomasito coming down the middle of the field on the far side. Goes with a big long shot out there. Trying to get onto it is going to be Tomasito. Can he get onto that one cleanly? But we do get a whistle on that play as the umpires just have a quick chat with each other. Was he good? Was he not good? And evidently no. He thought he had enough speed and enough distance. But the Wolves player coming hard up the line on that was Pinello. So this time, though, as a defensive play, would have been the next play by the Dubai Wolves team. Will have a spot penalty here now in favour of Dubai Wolves. To be brought in by Laborde. Taps it up. Brings up to his marker in the form of Genero. Then his other two teammates look to dart from one side to the other to find a bit of space. Comes out towards Habtoor Polo for Pinello. Pinello on the play. Checks, turns, come back inside. You see Tomasito being kept off, keeping the man away there for Esan. Fenny tries to make the steal, and so Pinello just drives this one up forward, up the front door there. Looking for it there were Hyder and Habtoor, but first onto it there is Felix, and Felix gets into that one beautifully and puts it away, putting goal number 2 on the board there for Dubai Wolves. The ball was high and lofted, Hyder and Habtoor were both looking for it, but it came down to the right-hand side of them, and Felix jumped onto that one quickly and put it away nicely. And so there it is at the end of Chukker number 1. The score is 2 goals to Wolves, 1 to Bangash. And for our Polo Line viewers, we'll go to a few messages and adverts before we come back for Chukker number 2.
Você quer sexo agressivo, ou deixa sua bunda ardendo, ou dá tapa, 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 cara. Tapa, 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 deixa sua bunda ardendo. Tapa, 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 deixa sua bunda ardendo.
Toma sua safada, fica sua safada, vai. Toma sua safada, fica sua safada, vai, vai, vem sentando pro pai.
So back to our Polo Line viewers, we just get the replay from the drone of that great goal by Felix Hussein. Making it 2 goals to 1 here now to start Chukker number 2. The ball back into play. Skews off the front of the line out. Who's first to serve with this one there? A little backhand there by Tomasita on Chiva. Picks it up, does Ringa. Ringa flicks that one up for once again here for Tomasita. Goes under the neck with that one with the first time play on the top of the bounce. And oh, it just goes wide to the right-hand side. And in this Chukker here now, we have Habtoor out on Hokoso, Benka on Aurora, Felix on Cristiana, and Cafeteria here for Santi, Haida on Princesita, Fede on Patito, Genero on Sonri, and it's Little Chiva for Tomasito. So the ball's brought back into play here by Laborde. Goes one way, comes under the neck. He just heard the call. It's an option, but it's normally a good one if Penelo's asking for it, and Penelo picks it up here now. Penelo looks up to see what he's got, and he's got Habtoor out the front. Has he managed to slip Haida? Haida trying to get back to him. Habtoor looking to straighten this one up. Goes with a well-controlled shot, but he just might have shown a little bit too much of that to Haida. It comes off the pony, and look who's there to pick it up. It is Petovsky. Petovsky checks, turns, comes back inside his man. Unloads it out here now, looking for Tomasita on Chiva, but going back on Aurora. There is Penelo, reciprocates. Oh, and look at that pickup there. Great eye by Genero. Genero on the boards. Comes away from it. Turns back inside once again. Checks up. Leaves it for. Takes the man. Leaves it for Petovsky. Petovsky drives that one up over the top. Looking there for the man. Comes off the helmet of Habtoor. Picking it up on the near side at pace. Through comes Genero. Genero going forward here now. Looking for the big cut shot. He cuts it, but not quite enough on it to make the goal. It looks like it's going to be Laborde. Looks for the backhand. Now picked up here by Petovsky. Petovsky coming forward once again. And Petovsky struggling with the ball, but he gets it away and does the job well. Does Federico von Petovsky. El Poto puts number 2 on the board for Bangash, levelling up the scores. So we'll go to our replay here on Polo Line. And so the two teams come back to the middle of the field after the drone shot there. You can see all the two teams in the middle of the field. Umpire just blowing the whistle, wanting a little bit of order. It's always better if you can have a bit of a channel to get that ball in and out, to stop these little melees in the middle and coming away with it. Good reflexes once again there by Genero. Genero comes away with it here. He leaves out behind, trying to pick it up there. Was Esan, but it is now going to be Tomasito looking for the big one, but he's got Ferry in behind. Ferry comes forward. In comes Habtoor. Takes the hook, does Ferry and keeps possession of the play. Looking to unload this one forward. He leans into that one there, but is it going to go? No, it comes off the back of the pony there. Tomasito, a little backhand by Felix. Hyder comes in, tries to spoil the play, but once again it is going to be Pinello. Pinello drives it up the long, hard shot up the field. Some nice open running polo Kokoso for Habtoor trying to get away here now from Pitowski. Pitowski goes with the hook. Habtoor looking for number 2. Habtoor comes forward once again. Oh, the pony just kicks it wide and out over the back line it goes. And so you hear a whistle from umpires, and we'll just have a quick free change. Has been decided as welfare for the horses. We will have free changes as it is a little bit warmer here this afternoon. It has been for the last couple of days. Getting over 30 degrees once again here in Dubai. So, of course, jump onto our social media, ladies and gentlemen. Instagram at Pololine OK. Of course, DXB Gold Cup Series and Habtoor Polo Club. And drop us a message on Facebook if you're watching via the Facebook option or also on YouTube. But more importantly, make sure you've downloaded the Polo Line TV app to keep you up to date with everything, current, past, and future, in polo throughout the world. So, 2 teams coming back out in the field here now and scheduled for their changes. Habtoor to get on to Kansas, Benja onto Numerica, Felix to get onto Uvita, and Santilbori to get on to Pampita, with Hyder looking to come on to Tormenta. Fede on Chino, Genero on Rastrojo, and Tomasito on to Rebecana. And there's all modes of transport as we see on Polo Line there. Jojo on the famous bike. So once again, the ball's going to be brought in here now by Tomasito Fernandez Llorente. Tomasito taps it up forward in front of his goal up there. Just behind Pinello, drawing him in, try and put that one up there. Genero goes to the man, leaves it for Pitowski. Pitowski leans into that one and unleashes Genero. Genero trying to get back over to this onto his near side. Gets well hooked there by Habtoor, but Habtoor, the ball's fed up once again here by Hyder. Hyder's shot only as far as Pinello. Pinello, good open backhand, and look who it comes to. It comes to Felix. Felix is saying, Felix at the halfway line. He's got Tomasito there with him, putting the pressure on. He's got Laborde behind to give him the support if he wants to take that option. In front, there he goes. The option comes, but Tomasito picked it up and well anticipated that one and plays a good tail backhand out here now for Pitowski. Pitowski checks the pony up and comes back over onto it here now with Laborde in there with him. But Pitowski comes away here now. Lets that one go and looks for the horse race here now and trying to get it up for Tomasito if he can. But yet again thwarted in that attack and the back door is closed by Felix. Felix's backhand towards the boards. El Pestallo for Pinello. Pinello's ball out up over the halfway line. Trying to get onto it there is Hyder on his near side. Picks it up nicely. Does Hyder Bangash. Hyder looks to clear it away from the danger zone. Great play there by Hyder. Checks the pony up. Looks to bring it round the corner here now. He'll wait for that ball to come off the boards and then he'll pick it up. So he goes forward with it, but has he shown too much of that one? Oh, and a very clever little play there by Laborde underneath the ponies, and out it comes here now for Pinello. Pinello, one more in the air. Thank you very much, says Benka Pinello, for goal number 3 on the board there for Dubai Wolves. Lovely little play there by Laborde on the boards. Reached back for it, tapped it under the ponies. And there's always a man sitting waiting there. And this time it was Benka Pinello. So the 2 teams line up once more. Ball into play. Out the back of the line, out it comes. Trying to get onto it was Laborde, but in comes Felix to come and help him out here now. Felix picks this one up. Felix, he's over the top of that one there and left it there, but the first man onto it there is going to be Pitowski. He goes with the backhand, but maybe a little bit too much on it, and it's going to be Laborde to get to it first. Laborde reciprocates, sends it back out, back to Felix once more. Essayan checks out the pony. Felix Essayan looks to come inside there of Pitowski. You see Gets told to use it, plays a backhand, and coming on to that there. Good change of direction of play and found a little bit of space for Laborde. Laborde goes possibly a little bit straight with that one there and trying to get onto it is Canero, but he can't get onto it, falls a little bit short. And it's Laborde to come forward here once again, comes off the pony, leaves it now, but Petowski comes in with the big near side backhand sending. Felix SAM back to pick up the ball once again and make a turning play to come facing goal once more. In towards the middle of the field it is here now. Felix going forward. He's got Tomasito in front, so yields off and it leaves it there for Pinello, who just hooks it to the left-hand side of the goalpost. Nice play there by just leaving it there for Pinello, but he just got over the top of that one a little bit too much, and out over the back line it goes, so it'll be Tomasito Fernandez Llorente to bring it into play once again. Tomasito taps it up forward here now. This time goes to the big one. Gets half cut out of the air there from the bat there by Felix. Great play by him. Incredible eye these young men have. And it is out here now for Petowski. Petowski looking for Canero. Canero keeps it away there from Laborde. Keeps coming forward. Oh, yeah. Just reaching out for that one there and just overcommitted to try and get to it and just got collected on the way through as well. He's up on his feet, but let's have a look at that one on the replay. Whoa. You see, he leant back for it. Pony dropped his head a little bit, and he just came out the side door, and he just got collected by Felix on his way through as well for his dues. He got a bit of a thumping the other day too. So we'll just compose himself for a moment. There is an ambulance, of course, here, with paramedics as very much so needed. But he's an absolute little warhorse on the field there, is Ringo Genero. So they'll wear protective goggles. It looks like he's just cleaning his goggles at the moment and sorting himself out. He'll get them put back on again, and then we'll see how we are. The ambulance does just arrive. Just to make sure he's all okay, might want a little bit of the old magic spray. He seems to be more concerned about his goggles at the moment. So just get checked out there before we get this match back underway once more. This, of course, yes, being the Bentley Cup final for 2025. Who, of course, Bentley Emirates, the exclusive dealer for Bentley Motors in the UAE since 1983, operating under the Al Habtoor Motors Prestige division. They managed to achieve the #1 dealer in the world for 7 years and winning multiple other awards, including Retail of the Year in 22. Bentley Emirates is a leader of the luxury automobile market, operating out of Dubai Industrial City, who are our main sponsors here for this, the Gold Cup 2025. So, looks like he's okay. Umpire's getting back on again. Shaken, but certainly not stirred, as it were to say, as he puts his goggles back on, helmet back on, picks his whip mallet up, and we'll get him remounted up once again and back out onto the field. So Grimsby an option of a pony up, so he just comes up quickly here, remounts once more. So the ambulance leaves the field. And we're all sorted out once again, and the umpires will instruct to the players where it is, if they're going to give a throw in, or if there was one of the teams in control of the play, they will get a free hit from where they were. A drop ball. But it looks like we're going to have a throw in here. If we can clear the field, please, ground crew, do a great job here at Al Habtoor, keeping the fields in as best condition as possible with the amount of polo that we play here. So, umpire right bowls that ball into play from the inside out, comes off the back of the line, looking to pick it up is Petowski. Hassling him there is going to be Laborde. Comes inside, takes the man, looking to try and hook round the corner there a little bit with Petowski, but it's sent away there by Laborde. Out here now for Habtoor, and we get a whistle on the play, literally on the horn of the first hooter. And so, ladies and gentlemen, let's see if the umpires deem if it went before or after. No, they have called Chukker, ladies and gentlemen. So, therefore, at the end of Chukker number 2, the score is 3 goals to Dubai Wolves, 2 for Bangash. And so the players will leave the field to play. They'll quickly go and change ponies and come back out again for Chukker number 3 before we go into half-time. And where we'll have a cheerleader show and also a fan show at the half-time break.
Obviamente siempre con UAE es tratar de ganar. Bueno, el año pasado tuvimos la mala leche que no pudimos llegar a la final y bueno, y este año se nos dio, así que sí, muy contento. Y un poco de juventud, meta de la experiencia, te diría. y bueno, con Teo que juegas un montón, somos muy amigos. Y Rocho que es la primera vez que juego con él, pero también la verdad que es un compañerazo. Y así que nada, la verdad que creo que dentro de todo tenemos un funcionamiento. Faltan obviamente mejorar cosas, pero me gusta el equipo. Fue un poquito de suerte y yo qué sé, creo que arrancar concentrado. Y nada, después la verdad que sabíamos que se iban a venir en algún momento. Son un equipazo, Habtoor, una organización impresionante. Y nada, como te dije, es un poco de suerte y hoy se nos dio a nosotros. Santo, que la verdad que un animal lo que está jugando, y bueno, después no me voy a poner a hablar yo de Ale Mucio y de Gonza, ¿no? O sea, los conocemos, pero es un equipazo. Hangari, la verdad que él juega muy bien, impresionante lo que juega, es un animal. Nada, bueno, creo que le pasa a cualquier equipo que es la primera vez jugando, ¿no? Yo sentía la verdad que aunque hayamos perdido, sentía que había algo. Eso se siente del primer partido y bueno, y lo pudimos dentro de todo agarrar.
So back to our final viewers, we just have the replay of that last play, which the umpires, I believe, went to the third man just to double check what they saw and what they actually blew for. So here in Chukker number 3, Habtoor to come out on Romance, Banker on Musical, Felix come out on the Little Grey Marilyn, Santi on Mentaka, Haider to come out on Pibe, Podolski to come out on Pampero, Genero on Taka, and Tomasito out on Mona. You can see online there, everybody enjoying themselves, having a... But it looks like we have a spot penalty too, right in front of goal. For Bangash here now, looking to level up the scores is Tomasito Fernandez Llorente. So we're just going to the third man. The obvious foul there was Felix, but maybe there was something just before that they're looking at as well. And nope. The umpire comes up and picks the ball up. We'll have a new replay of that for on Polo line. Maybe Potovsky had actually fouled one of the green players before, and that's what I think it was. The obvious foul was the second one, but the first foul was against Bangash, so it'll be brought into play here by Santiago Laborde and Dubai Wolves. Taps it once, goes on the net. Good strong shot there by Santi. Out here now for Pinello. Pinello checks up on the play. You see Haider and Habtoor having a good tussle. Haider trying to go there with Habtoor. Drives that one up nicely. Looks to try and get onto this one here. Does Felix. Puts it underneath the neck on this little lovely mare called Marilyn from Facundo Sola. Goes under back, tries to back that one out, but now it's picked out here by Laborde once more, but he gets stopped in his tracks. We've got a little bit of a melee and the ball skews off out towards the side and out over the back line. It looks like that one has come off a defender. So therefore we'll have a corner, a penalty 6. Let's have a little look at our replay. So the ball will be dropped down. And the clearing shot, unfortunately, not staying in play there for Bangash. And so the ball's been dropped down here now. On the 60-yard line for Benka Pinello. So Benka to circle round. Up onto the play here now. Benka on musical. Pinello. Pony breaks to a trot. He drives, he shoots, but he's pushed it wide to the right-hand side this time. And out over the back line it is, so the score remains the same. 3-2 it is. And it's dropped on the back line here now for Tomasito Fernandez Llorente to bring into play once more. Tomasito taps it forward. Brings it closer there to Pinello. Just looking to tie him in. If he can. Sees what his options are. Goes with the long one here now. It looks like it's going to come up here for Poto on the play, being marked by Felix, just straightens himself up, comes back inside, shortens the angle down a little bit here now, looking for the pass. There is Haider or Ringer. Haider taken out of it there by Habtoor, and Ringer up onto his near side, but he goes up to his near side once again, but as he does, it looks like he just swapped over at the last minute as you saw Laborde in there wanting to make a near side play. Ringer goes back to the near side once again as it came under the neck, offering it there to Laborde. Let's have a look at our replay here now. I think that's exactly what the umpires will be looking for. And the ball's dropped down here now once again for Laborde to pick it up and bring it back into play. Santi taps the ball up forward here now. Goes under the neck once again here now looking for Pinello. Pinello gets away from his man, checks up. Tomasito gets time to get to him. Goes with the first time play on it and straightens that one up. Looking for Felix. All there for Habtoor. Habtoor comes onto this one nicely here now. Habtoor, his ball is spoilt there by Poto. Poto on the near side here now. Checks, puts it back onto his stick side. As coming into on it, there is Felix. He's looking for the Oscar there, but it is now going to be Tomasito comes up onto it and it goes out over the boards. So we have a free hit here for Wolves. The 8-second count for Laborde to bring it into play. Bangash has to get themselves back on side quickly here now. Goes with the driving shot from a distance. It's looking good, but I think he's just pushed it a little bit there and out to the right-hand side it is. Gave that ball a ride from some 80, 90 yards out, but it just goes wide. Butterfield, remember, is 300 yards long, 165 yards wide, and the goal mouth is 8 yards apart. So, back again once more with Tomasito to bring it into play. Tomasito taps it up there for Pinello. Goes under the neck here now. But it looks like anticipating that one well and picking it up there is Laborde, but he showed too much of it. Tomasito gets the backhand off once again. Coming around up onto it here now. Ringer trying to get onto that one there, but Pinello beat him up onto that play. Pinello comes forward here now. Ringer looking to try and make a stealing play, so he just pushes that one away from him. He's just going to have to yield. He's going to have to make the play, makes the play and sends that one into the danger zone once again, but Poto comes in and clears it away. Poto didn't get as much as he wanted to, but Felix tried to come in there on the athletic little Marilyn, and he just comes across in front. We can see on our replay that we have just hopping off Marilyn there is, you see, just comes across Tomasito on that one there. So we get a free change here now, ladies and gentlemen, as we get a drone view onto the field here now. So in Chukker number 3, Habtoor to get onto Pura, Benka to get probably onto Sky, or maybe back onto Canasto, we'll see in a minute. Felix to get onto Tiroteo, and Santi looking to get onto Poncho. Haider looking to get off Pibi onto Pibito. Fede looking to get onto Rocky. And Genero onto Corazon. And Tomasito possibly going to get onto Baron. And of course, in these finals, these lists, they change. The list goes out. And the grooms have to be very flexible indeed. And it looks like here now we have a ball's been dropped down on the 60-yard line for a penalty in favour of Bangash. So the umpires have moved this one all the way up here now for a penalty for a 60-yard penalty. And just waiting here now for Benello and Botto to come back out onto the field and get in position. Yeah, it's Canastri who's coming back out on once again. I will say the grooms doing a magic job behind the scenes, doing all the hard work for the grooms on the daily keep of these fantastic polo ponies. The pilots, vets, and everybody within the team, the polo managers, overseeing it, keeping the pressure off the players. And now we have Tomasito up onto this here now. Tomasito, who drives, he shoots, he goes over the top of them, but it goes wide to the right-hand side. Hasn't been the best day for penalties so far for either team. And so the ball sitting on the back line as we just quickly see the replay on Polo line. And it's going to be Laborde to bring it into play here now. Laborde drives that one out here long and strong and hard out now for Felix. Felix picks this one up well. In behind there is Pinello, but Tomasito's going back with him stride for stride, yields off it and leaves it because Tomasito slipped his man trying to get back onto it. Couldn't quite carry that one any further, but just checking up on that play there. It is Pitowski. Pitowski checks turns. Habtoor wants to come in, but in comes Tomasito to try and steal that one away. To get sideswiped in turn there by Habtoor as the backhand comes in. It's left here now for Hussain. Goes with the goal shot, and it just couldn't find enough of a window to have a look, and it's just gone wide to the left-hand side. And out over the back line once more. 3-2 is still the score here. You can just see on the replay there. So, brought back in here now by Bangash's Dobson and Horrells. Tomasito Fernandez Llorente gets that one up here now. Can't come on to that one, Compoto, but first onto it there will be Pinello. Sends the backhand, trying to get this one up, but first to try and control this one. Habtoor comes in on his near side, but he's across that line in front of Tomasito, and we get a whistle on the play. And you can see on the replay there, for our Polo line viewers, just too acute an angle across in front of the Bangash player. So the ball will be dropped down here now for a spot penalty. For Tomasito to bring in again for Bangash, Dobson and Horrell. Taps it up forward. Once again, goes under the neck with this one here now. Looking to get out there for Ringer. He's going to have to cut back it across. Over the other side. Straightens himself up and pushes that one down the wing there, looking for Tomasito, but it's backed in once again. Picked up on his near side there, but it's across the front there of Pinello. We can probably see on the replay there, the ball was going one way, the other way, but he thought he could get in there, did Ringer, but unfortunately for him, Tomasito was riding that line. It was Pinello riding that line hard. Benka, you can see on the replay, comes in. Near side, yes, but unfortunately not parallel to that line. So the umpire's just discussing whether they're actually just going to drop this down. It looks like we have a penalty to a 30-yard penalty here now in favour of Dubai Wolves. And we have Botto just having a little question, a little discussion with the umpire, asking for a bit of clarification on a previous play, possibly. And so, Bank Pinello to come up to this one here now. Brings the horse round at the canter. Comes up to it, drives, shoots, he sends that one through, and the flags are off, putting through another goal in the lead. It's 4 goals, it is now to Dubai Wolves, 2 for Bangash. There it is on our replay. The horse coming in beautifully balanced. Banca Pinello putting it away for goal number 4 there for Dubai Wolves. And so back to the middle of the field it is once more, and the two teams line up and the ball gets bowled into play. Stuck in the middle of the line out, unfortunately, but it's going to be Tomasito. Pulls that one away, faces back up into an attacking position and drives it up forward. There looking for Potovsky. Potovsky looking for something out onto that one there, but it's going to be first onto it there. Will be Laborde. Laborde's ball now going to pick that one up there. Will be Felix. He's been hard pressurised by Tomasito Fernandez-Llorente, but he takes it wide and around. Sends a little backhand there for Benker. Benker comes back in looking for something on it there. Was Poto, but trying to come across, and looks like he will get away with it this time. There is Ringer, but he just got too much on it, and wide out to the right-hand side it goes. So out over the back line once more it is. And it'll be Santiago Laborde to bring it into play for Dubai Wolves once more. Good attacking, good pressure there by Bangash. But it's going to be brought back into play here now by Laborde. Taps it once, cuts it out wide. Looking there for Benker. Here's a call from his players. Takes a short one. Laborde in there with him. This time he goes with a long, hard drive up the field. You see Felix has changed his flow of play, but first onto it on the near side comes Hyder, picks it up nicely. This time possibly go with the backhand. No, goes under the neck, leaves it behind over the top of it, but first to pick it up here now it's going to be Habtoor. Habtoor looks to cut this one in. Tries to pluck that one out there. Does Felix on his stick side onto his near side, but we get a whistle on that play. It would have been sweet. It would have been very nice indeed. However, he's just crossing across the player directly behind him, unfortunately. Let's have a little look from the drone shot on Polo line. Habtoor pastes that one in, pulls it in, stick side, near side, tries to go back to stick side again, and in doing so, changing the line. The line was held strong by the Bangash player, and it's going to be Tomasito to bring it into play once more. Tomasito Fernandez-Llorente goes with a long shot here this time, looking for Ringer, but going back with him there is Laborde. He just gets a little bit ahead of his man on that one there, but the pressure was good now towards the side. The first two to goes. Checking up hard on it now is Poto. Poto there. He's got Pinello in behind. Poto has to run this one a little bit further forward, goes to get a little bit wider, and then this time goes with the big neck shot and tries to drive that one in for his teammates to get hold of. Hyder just gets pushed off out of it there by Habtoor. Habtoor loses the head of his mallet, turns it round and goes out over his own back line. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that there will end Chukker number 3, with the score being 4 goals it is to Wolves and 5 goals to Bangash. And for our viewers on Polo Line, we will go to a few adverts and messages and some interviews. But for us here at Al Habtoor, watching the Bentley Cup final live, I would like to introduce to you our cheerleaders.
This is like a dream come true, especially for the owner of the team, you know. But what I see is after coming many years, the organization of all the teams are incredible. Now it's very, very competitive, and I think it will be very competitive every year. It's hard to be in the final, it's not easy, so I'm really happy for one more year stay here. Well, to be honest, yes, it is, and it's also hard to build a team that everybody gets along very well, you know. And when the patron played in Argentina, he thought he could play 20 goals in Dubai, so he called Namu and said, Namu, make a team, I want to play the Gold Cup. The Gold Cup because to get all the horses to Dubai and the quarantine, everything, they could not get in time for the Silver Cup, so it was just the Gold Cup. So Namu called me and said, listen, you need to answer me yes or no tomorrow. So it was suddenly very, very quick, the decision. They called Gonza. Gonza was like, okay, yeah, let's go, because we're going to America right after here, so I don't know. It's I'm really happy, the team goes well, in the stables everything is like flowing, you know. So the first time I played with Gonza, the first time I played with Santo. Santo is a kid that lives here. He's probably he's not that organized with all the horses, but he works. I think, as I said, we just played the Gold Cup. The horses were a bit heavy, not in shape on the first couple of games. We started to play like 3 games. We played together. We started to get along well. We knew that it was a matter of like positiveness, you know, and going. We knew Gantut, they beat us in the first game. They're very organized. It's a really good team. We just needed to play our best game as best as possible. We enjoyed, we had fun, and we had the result. He's going to play in England now, and he's very good.